How does life and the experience of London compare with from a diplomatic and cultural point of view, but particularly from a personal point of view, living in London? What has most surprised you since arriving?
I became a diplomat because I wanted to, well, it's a commonplace, but it is true. I wanted to know other countries and the people that lived in those countries, and come to know how they thought, how they lived, to see other worlds. And I've had a very rich diplomatic experience. As you said, I started in Pakistan in the 80s. Imagine, the Russians, the Soviets were in Afghanistan then. It was a hotspot of international intrigue, Pakistan. And then I went to Nicaragua, and the Sandinistas had taken over, and there was the Contra activities, and the country was in conflict, in turmoil. And then I moved to Australia and to South Africa, and so I've had my share of experience, and I've seen many things in 4 different continents. It has been a very rich diplomatic life, and I'm very grateful for having been able to live it. But also there is another strand of my professional life, which has been Brussels and the European Union.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah, so that has been a different strand. We can talk about that later. I've always been an Anglophile, and I've stayed here and studied at a boarding school near Nottingham, a Catholic boarding school, when I was 14, and then again when I was 17. And my trips to London with my mother when I was little, and later as a student, have been, among the most fantastic experiences in my life. So to come here as an ambassador, I love this country. I really think that the fit is very good with our country, that we are good for each other, that we really get along with each other. It has been a dream. And, I've got a clear mandate from the Minister of Foreign Affairs and from government to make sure that after Brexit, our relations are nurtured and continue growing as they have when we were together in the European Union.